this is Rosa Kelly and welcome to day 11 to our 13 days of Halloween. So today what I have for you is a pop-up page tutorial. If you recall, I created this mini album about a month ago. It's my Alice in Wonderland, and this album is full of interaction and pop-up pages. So I was requested to do a little simple tutorial on how I do the pop-ups, how I did the pop-ups for this book, and I think this page gives a really good example because I do use different techniques on just this one page. So I'm gonna recreate this page for you, and hopefully I can make it very simple so you can create your own pop-up pages. Now, as you see, I am using the Graphic 45 Halloween in Wonderland collection. So I'm gonna try to make it very similar, but I think probably not too much. Maybe as long as we get the technique down, we should be fine. And these are all my scraps, and as you can see, I did a whole mini album and I have quite a lot of scrap pages. So I think I will be able to recreate everything. So the first thing that we do, now this little tutorial can be used to put in a mini album. You can also use it just to create a simple pop-up card. I mean, you can apply it to a lot of different themes. It doesn't have to be just a mini album. So I'm gonna start by cutting my design paper here, which is gonna be the base of my pop-up. And I'm gonna cut these at 7 3/4. So I'm just gonna try to make, maybe I'll incorporate this into a novel. Maybe I'll just make it into a big card. I don't know. But I'm just gonna start with this base. Now, we're gonna fold this in half, just like so. And just do this base. Quick over here. Oh, I don't know what that is. Oh, just leave it. And then this, of course, once you are ready to put it into your album, that will go in a flap like this on your black cardstock page, right? Or if you're just doing it in a card, you don't even have to do that. All right, so that's what we're gonna start. So this piece measures 8. What did I cut it out? I'm sorry. It's really late. 7 3/4 by 12. So that's what this piece measures. Now the second thing we're gonna do is grab whatever the image it is that you want to use, and I'm gonna fuzzy cut it around. So I'm just gonna fuzzy cut this around, and I'm gonna try to do this really fast. Now, we have our image, and now, this is the important part that I want you to remember. Whatever image you want to use, make sure you cut a little space over that, you know, we're gonna fold this piece. So I'm gonna fold the bottom just like so, just like this, and create a little bit of a platform for this to sit on. Okay, we're gonna do that. And then we're gonna go ahead also and fold the whole image in half. Okay, so let's just do it like so. Okay, and I'm gonna fold it both ways because I want these to be folded really, really good. Okay, so I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna go back and do this one just one more time. And then when we fold it, where you see this score line or fold line that we did, we are gonna cut a little section like a V off. Okay, and now we have a piece like this. So then we go to our base. You go to your card base, and you make sure that this little point on the V matches the center line of your base. And we're basically gonna use the bottom that we folded here, this little piece. Here's where we're gonna put our glue, and we're gonna place it right here on the center. So let me grab my glue. Okay, I can't find my glue, but I have tape. And actually tape works probably a little bit better because then you don't have to wait for any of these to dry. Okay, so I'm gonna put the tape on to both sides. So like I said, we're gonna fold this a little bit like a V, and then we're gonna make sure that the point here on this little notch that we cut is going to go right on the center with the center line of your card. So I'm gonna take off one of the sticky sides, okay, and then just hold it like so, and I'm gonna press down this side of the tape, and then I'm actually going to fold this card, fold it like this, and I'm gonna take off the other side of the tape. That way the card just finds its natural position, okay? So then when we open these up, ta-da, there's your pop-up. How simple and easy is that? Okay, so now that is just a simple one pop-up. Now, if we want to start building up, I use this as my, what do we call it? My mechanism who is going to pull other pop-ups up. So I'll show you what I mean by that. Say I want to add this little tea set that I have in here. So I'm going to, again, fuzzy cut this one out. Now for this one, because it's not the center mechanism, I'm just gonna fuzzy cut around. I'm not gonna leave that extra space like I did on the previous one. And I will explain to you why I do that. So this other one is going to be pulled. This little piece is going to be pulled by this one over here, okay? So we don't need to do the whole V because we're not gonna place this on the center. We're gonna place this one on the side. So to do that, you're gonna need a little piece of paper, and I'm gonna just use some of my scraps here, and you wanna cut a long piece, and notice how I'm not really measuring anything. All you need is just one long piece, okay? I want to say 6 inches by ½ inch. I don't know. I don't really measure these things. And I'm going to create like a little rectangle. So I'm going to fold this one short time. Oops. And then I'm going to fold about 2 times that same length. So like short, long, and then I'm going to do another short and another long, and make sure the long measures just about the same. And that's just how I do it, guys. I eyeball everything that I do. And then we're gonna close these, okay? So I'm gonna cut the excess out. This is why I don't measure, because I just end up cutting the rest. And I'm gonna use a little piece of tape and just place it right there. And I'm gonna just connect this piece. See if I can do it with my nails. Let's see. Okay, so again, I'm gonna close this piece. So now I have this little rectangle piece. You see that? All right. So now this rectangle piece is going to be the pull for this little piece over here. So now I'm gonna add tape. Of course, you can do this with glue, but we already established that I can't find my glue. So I'm gonna use some tape on one of the short sides and peel off this tape, and I'm gonna place my second image on that. Make sure it's flush to the bottom, okay? You don't want this on the center sticking out. You want this flat surface. And now what I'm gonna do next is just add some tape or glue on the bottom, which is gonna go attached to the card, and another little piece of tape on the other short part, which is gonna go attached to the pulling mechanism. And then I'm just gonna take this tape's stickies out, and all I do is I go to my card and I make sure that I place this right on top of this guy over here. Can you see that? Let me do a little zoom in there. So we're gonna place this little piece on this side, and then the base is gonna go right there, perpendicular to the page. Okay, so now we have this, and see how you're creating a little bit of volume. So now we close this up, and when we open it, we have that. Sorry about the background noise. My kids are like being crazy. It's almost bedtime, so I'll be going in a minute. So yeah, so then this way, with this little pool, you can add another one here on the front. You can add another one on the back and on the back, and this is going to pull everything as long as you don't cross the center line. So for example, we'll show you the one that I did here. I did the T-zip on the front, and this guy over here, oops, I'm off frame, I'm sorry. And this guy over here, this guy, it's pulling from the back. You see that? So we have one pulling from the front, one pulling from the back, using exactly the same technique. And in this manner, you can add one. Too loud, I'm sorry, I apologize. Okay, so in this manner you can add multiple ones. You can do one here, one here, one here, and then you can even add another one on top of this guy here if you want to keep building up your layers. Always make sure you're closing it, so you don't want to close it and then nothing sticking out. Okay, so don't go too close to the edge over here. All right, so that's the basic mechanism of the fold card in half. And now I'm going to show you how to do this one and how to do this one. And these two are slightly, oh, I'm sorry, I'm off frame. These two are slightly off, different mechanisms. So let me do. So I'm gonna cut the base of the little cards that are gonna go inside my card, and I'm just gonna cut these at like 5 by, I'm just gonna cut it at 5 by 3, just something small like that. Okay, so we are gonna fold these in half and just create this small little card. And I don't even know where I have my bone folder. I apologize. Okay, so we have a little tiny card like so. And then I'm gonna cut my design paper a little bit smaller than that. And that's going to be, I'm just gonna do 4 3/4 by 2 3/4. Okay, so I just want these to be smaller than the inside, just like so. So I'm gonna fold these in half, and this is where I'm going to do the mechanism. So first I'm gonna fold it in half like so, just like this, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just fold a triangle, like one of the corners. I'm just gonna fold it in like so. You see that? Okay, I'm just gonna do like a triangle thing here. Okay, and I'm actually gonna fold it to the other side as well, so we have that. Oops. And then we're gonna open these and we're gonna push this in like so, and then we're gonna close it. So we're gonna close it in like so. Okay, so now when we open it, we have this little V. So you see what I did there? So this was like so. We fold it like this, we fold it like that, then we're gonna open it and then push these two pieces in and close it again, just like that. And then this, obviously, we will add it to our base. We're only gonna glue this side and this side. So let me go ahead and add my tape. I'm just gonna do 1 and 2 here, and 1 right like so. Okay, so let me go ahead and peel this out, and I hope you are not hearing my dog snore right now because she's snoring pretty bad. Okay, so I'm gonna place this right here along this line, and I'm gonna close this. Okay, and then we'll do the same on this other side, like so. One, and of course it's gonna be much easier if you do this with glue, because I find tape to be very time consuming. But here we go. So I'm gonna peel off this tape just like that, and just like that. And now I'm just gonna close this again. Okay, so now when we open it, we have this little V, and on this little V is where we're going to put our pop-up element. This is a small little card. I'm just gonna use this small little image here of the Mad Hatter. Okay, so now I have my little image, and this guy, oh, I'm sorry, and this guy, it's gonna go right on one of the sides here. And then before you glue it, make sure that when you close it, he's not gonna stick out. See how he's sticking out? So then let's reposition so he's not going to stick out. And now we know exactly how we're gonna put it. This side that this is going to get glued in, that's where I'm gonna put my tape. Now I think this part is probably a lot easier to do with glue, but I'm just gonna do my best and take off this tape here. Okay, so make sure he's not sticking out, and then let's go ahead and close this so he can just glue himself down. And then when we open it, there is a little pop-up element. Now he's a little bit sideways to me. Maybe I didn't do this right, but you get the idea. So on my example, I think I use something circular. Let's see. Yeah, so here I use a circle, like a coin, so it was easier to position. And then we're gonna do the pop-up that opens up like this. And this is actually the simplest type of pop-up. It's been very easy and very fun to do. So let me just go ahead and close this up, put this on the side. And I'm gonna grab again my design paper here, and I don't know what this measures, but I'm just gonna try to accommodate for this little piece. And I'm gonna cut this at 3 inches. Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to just fold this in half, just like so. Okay. And all we're gonna do with this piece is we're going to cut something like this. Okay, let's say I'm going about, I don't know, like 3/4 inch in, and I'm gonna do the same here, and I'm gonna try to make this center. Okay, so now we have this piece, right? We cut one side and the other side, and then we're just gonna bend it in like so. And when we bend this in, let me actually bend it both ways. Here we go. So then when we open these, we're gonna push this inside like so, and you see how that is happening. So we push that in, and then we close this again. Okay, so then when we open our card, we have this little notch. Isn't this super simple? And again, we're gonna find an image, and I'm just gonna go back to this same paper here, and maybe this time I'll just cut the whole card. Like this. Let me just do this really quick. Oops, okay. Just like that. And then this piece is just gonna be glued right in there. So I'm gonna grab my tape one more time, just a little piece, and place it right there. And I'm going going to peel off the tape, put my little image right here, and then I'm gonna close this up. And of course we're gonna need a base for that, so I'm gonna cut this piece of cardstock at 3 1/4, just so it's a little bit bigger. And I'm gonna fold this in half like that, and then this little piece is going to be added there. Okay, I need to cut this a little bit smaller, just like so. Okay, so then we are gonna just add this up in here, and I'm just gonna do that with my tape again, just like here. I'm just gonna do 2 pieces of tape here and there. Peel this off. So as you can see, these little pop-ups are really fun. They're really easy to do, and they actually take no time to do, as you can see. So I'm gonna place this one, close this up, and then I'm gonna open the other side and add this as well. Okay, so 1 and 2, just like that. And let me just peel off this tape, and I'm sorry I'm taking so long, and close this up. And here we go, another little pop-up interaction. So now I'm gonna go back to my card here that we just created, and I'm gonna place this one over here. And of course we can add a decoration and an image as you wish, or you can leave it like that and use that black space to add a picture, you know. Okay, so I'm just going to peel off the tape, and I like adding these little cards inside the big cards. That just gives it, you know, a lot more interaction. So I'm gonna put that one there, and maybe I will put this other one over on this other side, and that's it. So then of course you will add this page into your album, or you can just add this whole thing into a piece of cardstock. Let me put this right over there. Okay, so here we go. Let me get this out. So you can just put everything up, all of these in cardstock, or just decorate here, and then when whoever gets this page, you open it like that, and then this opens up and this opens up. So yeah, so I really hope that you guys enjoy this quick little pop-up tutorial. And of course this is not done. I might add this into a mini album, but I hope that you guys enjoy this video. I'm gonna link my complete pop-up album on the description box below, so you guys can look at it if you want to look at it again. And so yeah, so see, for example, these 2 pieces are exactly the same thing we did here on the center, and I think it's just really fun to do. And then for example, well, this is something else. But this, for example, has, again, on a bigger scale, the same type of pop-up that I show you when we did this over here. So it's exactly the same concept. It's the same type of pop-up. So yeah, so that's what I have for you guys. I hope that you're enjoying this series, and I'm going to link down below as well Robin Pitts and Elizabeth Garza. Please make sure to check out their projects for today. Make sure to comment if you want to participate on our giveaways, and we have 2 more days to go. We are so excited. We are going to be announcing the winners to the giveaway on the 28th. And so yeah, I want to thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.